already hate this video. That was a genuine, like, just blood-curdling scream, bro. That came from the soul.
Inside the vehicle is 27-year-old professional athlete Isaiah Thomas, the former A-star wide receiver for Eastern Oregon University.
He's my age and he's a professional athlete. Like, how are you gonna throw away your whole life? Genuinely, what would push you to ruin your future? Hello, YouTube. In today's video, we are back with Dr. Insanity. Dude, I've actually missed Dr. Insanity. We haven't watched him in a while. Somebody else I've also missed is Rotten Mango, but unfortunately, we're not watching her today. The title is Family Discovers Missing Dad's Head Inside of a Garbage Bag. How could that not grab my attention? Let's place bets right now. Who do y'all think it was? I'm gonna say it was either another dude. Maybe they were fighting over a girl or something. I don't know. If it's a guy, it's usually because he had beef with another guy or something. Yeah, I don't know. Something else I could maybe see happening is he had a super toxic relationship with the wife, or maybe if there was like a stepmom situation happening. Oh, maybe like the wife and him were getting a divorce and it's been like a messy breakup and they're fighting over custody of the kid. Something like that. That's all I can really speculate. Imagine how traumatizing that would be though, to find your dad's head in a garbage bag. Like imagine you're going out to throw away the garbage and then you open it and then you see your dad, his head only. Like, I pray that no kids in this got traumatized. Anyway, I think I'm gonna shut up now.
Okay. There's some chart right here that's saying the truck, there was a truck that must have backed up right here, let's say, right? Okay. Is that?
I already hate this video. Don't tell me that's like the wife or like the sister or something. Oh my God. That scream was, dude, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Okay, she's not a kid, but that point still remains. Imagine finding your loved one, but it's just their head somewhere. And like, that's the first thing that greets you when you uncover it. That was a genuine, like, just blood curdling scream, bro. That came from the soul.
Okay. Is that okay? Back up, please. Back up. Back. Oh my God. Okay, back up, please. Back up.
Officers report to a seemingly routine traffic incident in Moses Lake, Washington. What no officer on scene realizes is that this encounter would be the start of a terrifying investigation, leading to the most dark and twisted body cam footage we've ever shown on this channel.
But if you want justice,
I already know who did it.
listen to me, please.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Don't say anything right now. We don't know.
What is she saying? Wait, listen.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Go get my kid and put him in cuffs right now. It might have been the son.
Don't say anything right now. We don't know. Man, did you do it? Look at me. Man, did you do it?
Oh my, I don't think I'm ready for this.
It's an early Sunday afternoon on November 3rd when officers patrolling downtown Moses Lake identify a truck matching a stolen vehicle report logged just hours earlier. Multiple police units have been dispatched, more than typically assigned to a stolen vehicle report. Almost as if, from the very start, police somehow knew this vehicle theft report would soon unravel into something much worse.
1:45 back. We're slow rolled in. Parking at Porterhouse.
Inside the vehicle is 27-year-old professional athlete Isaiah Thomas, the former A-star wide receiver for Eastern Oregon University, who is
Jesus Christ, I have to point this out already. He's my age and he's a professional athlete. Like, how are you gonna throw away your whole life? He literally did have a future. He wasn't like some bum. He worked hard all of these years to get to the league. Genuinely, what would push you to ruin your future? The only thing that I can think of that would push me to that level is if somebody killed my mom or killed my dad. It would have to be something so extreme for me to throw away everything.
The former A-star wide receiver for Eastern Oregon University, who is currently armed with a weapon.
Hello. Hey, go and get out of the car. Yellow truck, please. Here's what happened. The truck was reported as stolen. Whose truck is this? You talk to me, man.
It's my truck.
It's your truck? Yeah. Okay. Do you have your ID, registration? Just go and turn it off, please. I apologize if it's your truck, but it wasn't registered in your name, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's ammunition in the front seat.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Why don't you chill out, bro? Dude, don't be okay.
All right, man. Just come on and step out of the car. Okay.
The ammunition on the passenger seat suggests that Isaiah might be carrying a weapon. The officer quickly realizes that this encounter could escalate at any moment, so they swiftly order him out of the vehicle, only to uncover something interesting about his identity.
What up, Greg?
We're doing a bit of judging on appearance here, but he does look a mess. He looks rough. It wouldn't surprise me if drugs did play a role in this.
What up, Greg?
What's up, man?
Alvarado?
Yeah, how you doing, Isaiah?
Another day.
Another day?
Hey, don't reach for anything.
Another 10-year right now?
No, bro. Okay, make sure you don't have any weapons on you, okay? I do got a weapon on me. What do you have? I think I got a knife right here.
You have a knife? Pocket knife? This one? That's it? Okay.
Can I take a seat home? Okay.
It's ridiculous how bad I need one, no?
I hear you.
You knew you.
Yeah, someone went to high school with him. He was a star athlete, man. Then they started talking. It was kind of weird. Yeah, but
It turns out Officer Alvarado and Isaiah went to high school together, and Alvarado recalls Isaiah as a standout football player who went on to compete at the college level. But now in front of him was a disoriented young man, barely able to focus and answer their questions in a stolen vehicle. A stark contrast to the athlete Alvarado once knew. In reality, there is a very good reason for Isaiah's odd behavior. One that Officer Alvarado will soon understand, as within minutes, Isaiah and his family will be at the center of a murder investigation, with only one question left unsolved. For now, officers decide to contact Isaiah's family to inform them of his recent actions and detainment. They quickly get his family contact details and call his mother, 47-year-old Cassie Thomas. However, the information Cassie provides shifts the course of the investigation in an unexpected way.
Hello?
hello, this is Officer Alvarado with the Mosaic Police Department. I'm trying to reach Cassie.
This is she.
Hey, do you have a son, Isaiah?
Yes, I do.
We had a call earlier about him being in someone else's vehicle. He's in a truck now, a gray Chevy Silverado.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out if this is his truck or not, because he's saying it is, but the person that called about him said that he stole the truck from another neighbor.
No, that's his and his grandfather's.
Okay, who's his grandpa, if you don't mind me asking?
Richard?
Richard?
Yeah, he probably let him borrow it. He's staying with his grandfather right now.
What's the address?
430 Dale.
Yep, that's where the truck was taken.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, no, that clarifies something, because we thought potentially this truck might have been stolen, so we were trying to figure it out.
No, I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
At this point, Officer Alvarado begins to realize the mistake they've made. Now it makes sense why Isaiah immediately asked for a lawyer. He was being accused of something he clearly didn't do. As Officer Alvarado continues speaking with Isaiah's mom, he decides to ask about something that's been worrying him since the very moment Isaiah stepped out of the truck.
I went to high school with Isaiah. He wasn't never really like this. Is everything okay?
It should be. He should be fine.
Okay. He just seemed a little bit off to me when he was talking.
Well, probably because he's being accused of something he didn't do. So.
It's his grandpa's truck. Yeah, he lives at 430 Dale. But thank you for answering my phone calls and my questions. It actually helps out a lot.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Officer Alvarado doesn't know it yet, but his suspicion that something is very wrong with Isaiah isn't far from the truth. Still, with no evidence tying Isaiah to a crime, they have no choice but to release him. But as he walks away, Officer Alvarado follows him, hoping to reconnect with his old friend.
All right, bro. Let's walk over to the front of your truck real quick. I just want to tell you something with that right now. I know you don't want to talk about this, but it's cool. You don't have to, okay? So, you all right, man? You like, off the books, do you want to talk about anything? Because I'll turn off my camera right now. We can have a conversation, bro.
Like, it's just like we're at a time right now, bro.
Yeah?
There's a time in everybody's life, bro, where they just need to, like, really reevaluate what's going on, you know?
Yeah. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to call. I'll sit down and have a conversation with you, bro.
For sure.
All right?
Yeah.
Take care.
To Alvarado, it seems Isaiah wants to say something, but he just can't find the words. For now, Isaiah gets into his truck and drives off, unaware that this won't be the last time today he'll be accused of a crime.
Dispatch, can I help you? I was wondering if I could speak to somebody about missing person.
In Moses Lake?
It's my father. Nobody's seen him. Yes, Moses Lake.
Okay. And his first and last name?
Richard Andrews.
And what is his home address? Is it the 430 Dale?
Correct.
All right, Kelly, I've got this report started. I'm going to hand it over to the officers. I just need you to try to find a recent picture of him. And if you hear from him or anything changes before they contact you, go ahead and give us a call back and let us know, okay?
Okay.
On the phone is Kelly Kirkendall, reporting that her father, 75-year-old Richard Andrews, mysteriously vanished. Officers are sent to his address, and minutes later, they arrive to investigate.
Hello. Well, I'm doing better than you guys.
How's it going?
How are you?
Carmen.
Carmen? All right.
No.
Let me just talk to you.
Waiting for Sergeant Rodriguez are Carmen, Kelly, and Cassie, daughters of Richard Andrews, the missing elderly man. As he begins speaking to them, hoping to learn more about their father's disappearance, a familiar face steps out of the house.
So, we have no idea.
The neighbor talked to my husband. This is my husband, Mike.
Hi, Mike. I'm sorry.
He hasn't seen him in a day and a half or so. I haven't seen him longer than that, but his phone's been ringing. His sister's called. Nobody knows where he's at. So.
Okay. And is this normal?
No.
What's wrong?
Okay. What's that?
Nothing.
Do you know where is it your grandfather?
Yeah, it's my grandpa.
Do you know where he's at?
No, I have no clue where he's at.
Extremely defensive. Why is he talking so sassy to the fucking cop? No, I don't know where the fuck he's at, man.
Do you know where he's at?
No, I have no clue where he's at.
Chill, bro, chill.
No.
He didn't tell you anything where he was going? Did you see him leave?
No. So basically what I did see was him talking to somebody out here. He was kind of like parked a little farther out. Like he pulled off to the side a little bit. They're talking in the window. I looked down. That's it. He did tell me that he was going up to the res, but I just got confirmation from Greg, right? But he's not there, so I don't know.
Which res?
Colville.
Colville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has property up there, but we already put a phone call up there, and they said
Nobody's there. About what time was it when you saw him last?
Somebody said bro dropped his ice cream cone or some shit. Like, I know you're joking, but goddamn, he's acting like a little kid that did just drop his ice cream cone. Like, bro shit his diaper or whatever. He's in a bad mood.
Was it morning, afternoon, night time?
It was afternoon.
Afternoon?
It wasn't like late afternoon though.
Okay. Alrighty.
While officers are surprised to be speaking with Isaiah and his mother Cassie for the second time that day, their priority right now is finding his grandfather, Richard. With the timeline now established and Isaiah believed to be the last person to see Richard, Sergeant Rodriguez turns his attention to him. But as their conversation unfolds, he begins to notice something strange about this family.
Is it, you said you saw him about a day and a half ago? And that would have been, yesterday afternoon sometime or the day before?
Yesterday? No, not yesterday. Was that a day? A day and a half ago.
So Friday, today's Sunday.
Friday.
So,
yeah, bro.
So November 1st.
Smoking the weed, bro.
When you saw him, what were you doing? What was going on with
Sitting
that?
right there, smoking.
Okay, and where was he?
Right there, talking to that guy. And then I looked down, boom. And then that was
Okay,
that. Like,
Was it weird for you that he wasn't here anymore?
And he's drinking Pepsi, bro. Dude, it's just like every red flag. Who saw the Michael Jackson movie? If you did, we know why we don't fuck with this.
You saw him, what were you doing? What was going on with
sitting
that?
right there, smoking.
Okay, and where was he?
Right there, talking to that guy. And then I looked down, boom. And then that was
okay,
that. Like,
Was it weird for you that he wasn't here or anything like that?
no.
Okay.
He'd be gone for weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, because he has his property.
He'd be gone for weeks at a time. No one would be hearing
That's
from him.
why he's tripping. Why are we tripping?
Yeah, bro. Y'all.
But the only thing that's weird is that he left his wallet here. and
That's
his
the only
phone.
weird thing that got me.
Okay. But it's not.
That's very strange to me.
But it's normal for him to be gone weeks at a time. But not
But we know where he's at.
usually down at the
Yes.
Colville.
Yes.
What stands out to Rodriguez is how differently the family reacts to the disappearance of their relative. While Isaiah and his mother Cassie suggest that Richard's absence isn't especially unusual, with Isaiah even casually smoking weed, his daughter Kelly sees it very differently and appears genuinely concerned for her father in a way the others do not. That's when Isaiah's father, Anthony, arrives, bringing with him the breakthrough they've been waiting for.
Yeah.
You're talking about it,
Yeah, so
you need to go down to a shop, take some pictures down there. To me, it looks like there's something going on down there. It looks like some burnt shit that's laid out there and some
Where's the shop?
shops down in the valley.
you know where the motorcycle shop is?
So this is the actual dad.
Usually down there.
Oh, I got you. I thought something. Do you think something else is going on down there?
No. I'm just saying that if he's not here, he's down there.
No,
And
he's asking
No,
me.
what I'm saying is that's something that was out there. It looked like there's some burnt up shit out there that's never been there.
I don't know the address. So what's Carmen's
Was it?
address?
Was a day and a half ago. Bro, why y'all keep all in?
No, because
Bro, y'all
pissing me off. Hey, you're pissing me off too.
Everybody pressing me like I.
No, it's okay.
You're the closest thing to him.
Okay,
the
and
last
I
person
told
we
you.
seen. That's why. So
All right, I'm not gonna
no need to get frustrated about it.
I just I have to keep repeating myself.
Would you be able to take one of my officers down there to where the shop is at?
Yeah.
Just so that way we know exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
And so that way if he's there, that's great.
Right.
Do you remember what he was wearing, Isaiah?
I do not recall.
Because that's part of the report that I'm taking, so I can enter it into the
I'm
system.
not bugging, bro.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Gray slippers, I think.
Okay, well, we leave
No,
that.
those are in the house.
So remember any jewelry?
Jewelry.
No.
You don't wear jewelry.
Hold on, let me.
I'm sorry.
Let me talk to him. Thank
You
you.
don't wear jewelry.
Okay.
What happened? Follow him.
Yeah. So, because we don't know the exact address, if you want to follow Anthony down to his shop down in Cascade Valley. Okay. His cell phone's here, wallet's here, everything's here, dog's here. Just whatever he had on his person in his pocket is all. Okay. So, all right. Thank you.
Anthony and several other family members head to the shop with a deputy, while Sergeant Rodriguez stays behind to gather the remaining details. As he does so, he takes note of the family's statements so far, and what stands out is Anthony's frustration with Isaiah. It seems like the two of them know something the others don't, as the way Anthony questions his son sounds like he's accusing him of being involved with Richard's disappearance. Meanwhile, Isaiah is being defensive, claiming everyone is overreacting. His mother, on the other hand, remains calm, smiling, and at times even answering questions that weren't directed at her. Rodriguez notes the contrast in this family's behavior and steps away to drive to Richard's shop.
No, it's really unstable. The family dynamic. The mom's calm. The son is freaking out, all defensive. He seems jittery. And then the dad is super confrontational and like aggressive. Rightfully so, because the son's pissing off people. So, I mean, yeah.
But before he can go, Isaiah's mother would make a horrifying statement, one that would come back to haunt her.
So I'll get this logged in, and then if you guys have anything, give me a call.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Don't say anything right now.
Oh my God. Wait, that's giving me chills. So that explains like her suspiciously like positive, easygoing behavior in the yard. Everybody else was seemingly stressed and stuff, right? So it did kind of stick out that she was unusually cool. She was really trying to like appear cool to the son, to the dad, because she knows exactly what happened. She couldn't risk the son suspecting her because the son has already shown the propensity to kill. The son could kill you next if you look like you're about to snitch or something.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Don't say anything right now.
Those statements are coming from Isaiah's mother, Cassie, as she approaches the officer just out of frame. In a sudden shift, Cassie tells the sergeant to arrest her own son.
She's super strong for this, by the way. That takes hella mental strength.
Concerned. Now she's adamant that Isaiah is guilty of something. It's a sharp change in behavior, one that leaves officers wondering if Cassie knows far more than she's letting on. For now, the sergeant doesn't fully understand what Cassie's implying, but in the next few minutes, her urgency will make a lot more sense. By now, Anthony is on his way to Richard's shop, just 2 miles from the house, with a patrol unit following closely behind. And as the first deputy pulls up to the shop, he notices several other family members have also gathered. Expecting to find a lead on Richard's whereabouts, they would instead uncover something no one was prepared to see.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, here's the scene.
Well, we saw some chart right here. They're saying truck. There must have was a truck that must have backed up right here. They're saying, right?
Okay. Is that okay? Back up, please. Back up, please.
I want to see. I want to make sure.
Back up.
I don't see anything.
Him, calm down. Oh my God.
Okay, back up, please. Back up. Okay, ma'am, can you come this way, please? Ma'am, can you come this way, please? Ma'am. 141, Mag. I need 106 to my location. Okay. Ma'am, can you take her over there, please? Please. This is now a crime scene. We need to
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get her.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, that's extremely... I get this might be the officer's first time dealing with something this dire, this insane. But bro, you got to pull your composure together enough to at least make you realize, hey, I probably shouldn't tell these people to calm down right now. I mean, bro, they just saw their loved one's head buried and they just uncovered it. Why are you gonna say calm down?
This is now a crime scene. We need to
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get her.
Okay, I know.
Oh, Kelly.
Sarge, he's buried in the ground. There's someone buried underneath the ground.
Buried in a shallow grave in the front yard of his own shop lies the dead body of 75-year-old Richard Andrews. Richard's daughter, Kim, is the first to see him. She recognized...
Oh, okay, so that's the daughter. I kept getting that mixed up. I'm sorry. Holy shit. It's just like the color hair. I don't know why. It really does look like gray hair. Like, I'm sorry. That's not like insulting her or whatever. It just really did look like it.
Richard's daughter, Kim, is the first to see him. She recognizes her father immediately, revealing part of his leg with the same jeans he always wore. It's a horrifying discovery for them to make. Even the deputy is shaken and unable to control the situation on his own. But as he observes the family, something about it feels off. By the time he arrived, the family had already begun digging, and within moments of uncovering Richard's body, they started pointing fingers, fixating on...
That's true. It's like I noticed it, but I didn't register it. The family was indeed already back there, already digging it up, as if they all knew. That might not mean anything bad. Like maybe they just knew the son did it, but like they were too scared to say anything. Maybe they weren't in on it or something, but that's gonna need explaining.
They started pointing fingers, fixating on the one person they're convinced is responsible.
I'm not moving right. I can't. Don't touch me.
Do you want me to help you?
No. Don't touch me.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen. That was it. His son, my sister's son, that's at their house right now, did it. And the gun's probably on the bed.
She knew
it's
it.
a rifle. It's laying in my mom's bedroom on the bed. He has mental illness.
So we're having the county respond, okay? And their supervisor is going to come, and they're probably going to set up a containment, okay? Please, I just ask that you guys try to cooperate as much. I can't make any promises.
No, we're not leaving.
Okay, well, ma'am.
I'm not coming in here right now. Is somebody over there
if you
that
want
little psychopath?
Hold on. If you want to do what's best for
No, what I want to
Richard
do
right now,
is go to my
okay?
dad's house
I just need you
and do
guys.
something.
Please don't, okay? I just need you guys to at least try to have some understanding, okay? And I want you guys to listen.
To the officer's surprise, Kim doesn't hesitate to blame her nephew, Isaiah, despite there being no direct evidence linking him to what happened here. Shaken and unsure how to handle the situation, the deputy allows the family to remain at the crime scene even after the body is discovered. Then, 2 minutes later, Sergeant Rodriguez finally arrives, stepping straight into the chaos. He tries to regain control of the situation, but it doesn't take long before he loses his patience.
Where are they at?
He's under there.
Okay, we didn't touch it.
They touched it when I was coming up here. They were touching it.
Ma'am, let's get away, please, ma'am. Ma'am, we need a preserve, okay? Come on. We need to make sure that we do this, okay? Here, I'm right here.
You want my hand?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Stand over here. And then it looks like there's some stuff burned.
Okay. We need everybody, please. We need everybody back, please, okay? Ma'am, we do need everybody out of here. If you want, we need to preserve this, okay? I get it, you're upset. But if you want justice...
I already know who did it.
Listen to me, please. I know you know.
Yeah.
We need other things to make this work. Please.
That is true. I'm gonna say I do understand the officer here. It doesn't matter how certain you are of things. If you really want justice, in cases like this, you do have to obey. Quarantine the area, preserve evidence, because the more that you walk around the crime scene, the more likely it is that you're gonna fuck with evidence. Like you're gonna step on something that you shouldn't have stepped on, or like et cetera, et cetera. If you want to get justice, obey and leave and let them gather the evidence so that there's enough to bring before a judge to incarcerate the person that you think did it. I understand she's stressed though. That's completely valid.
Yeah. We need other things to make this work. Please.
Despite Kim's certainty, officers aren't yet convinced that Isaiah is their killer, because as they inspect the scene closer, something else stands out. Something that starts to point to someone very different. Burnt debris is scattered across the grass, clear sign that something had been intentionally destroyed. But the cover-up goes even deeper. The section of lawn where Richard was buried had been cut out, replaced, and even watered afterwards, an effort to make the yard appear completely untouched. For investigators, it's still unclear whether Richard was murdered here or only his body was dumped. To find out, they need to search his shop, standing just a few feet away.
Sheriff's office, make yourself known. Come out with your hands up.
Police, anybody in here?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up, make yourself known. Can we go right, you go left?
Yep.
Want to bump up to that door? Got it? Clear.
Up ahead is Richard's shower, and strangely, the deputy notices it appears to have been recently used, suggesting the killer may have been here only minutes earlier. Officers then continue clearing the rest of the shop, finding no signs of a struggle. Nothing to suggest Richard was killed here, so they shift their focus to securing a search warrant for his house, a search that would end very differently. As officers begin to regain control of the chaotic scene, Richard's daughter Cassie arrives, the same woman who had told the sergeant earlier to arrest her son, Isaiah. Why she accused him before the body had even been discovered is now a question detectives need to answer. But first, they have to break the devastating news to her.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I need to see.
No, we can't.
I just need to see.
Just go around now.
And it's weird, but I also understand that sentiment of wanting to see something as disturbing as that, because it's like, it's your father. Even though it's traumatizing, I feel like it would bring me a level of closure to know what was done to my father. I don't know why, even though it would be a horrifying sight. I don't know. I think I would just have to see it for some reason.
That's going to be his, but the family member that was driving it. So.
What? No, please.
No, you can't go. Now you can't. Listen, you can't.
I just gotta see.
Anthony, we can't cross. All right? I know
I'm not gonna go across the line.
She just wants to look over the line. She won't go past the line. I'll make sure.
Look by the door.
Please.
By the door.
By the door. Okay.
Naturally, Cassie is distraught, not only because her father is dead, but because she suspects her own son may be responsible. For now, officers continue securing the scene and prepare to send Richard's body for autopsy. But as they do, they begin to overhear the family frantically talking amongst themselves. And what they're saying would suggest the situation is only escalating because someone else might be about to get hurt.
Right. We have one that's confirmed in a shallow grave. Do not start talking, please. Don't say anything. Just be quiet. Please. You know what's going on.
Over there already.
I get it, but we need, I've heard everybody, but we need things to figure out. 106, Mac. We need units down at 430 Dale. Ma'am, please.
I can't get out. You guys are behind me.
We're going to have to leave the truck here for now. Please.
Where am I supposed to go then?
I just want you to walk that way, please.
145 back on clear. Hey, David. There's 106,
106, Mac. I have the father heading down to 430 Dale, and possible suspect is there, and it might not be good.
According to Carmen, Anthony is furious and already on his way back to the house, convinced his own son Isaiah is responsible. He's just seen the body of his father-in-law buried in the ground. So what he does next is completely unpredictable.
Oh my god, wait, is he gonna seek some kind of physical confrontation with Isaiah?
Multiple units are quickly sent to the house, racing to get there before Anthony confronts Isaiah. Minutes later, officers make it to the house just seconds ahead of Anthony, who is right behind them, along with the rest of the family, all demanding answers.
Where's your point? Nope. Just stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
Did you?
Back up. Stay back. Go back now.
Yo, come on. Did you, Isaiah?
Need you guys to stay back, okay? Please. Just to the left. Secure him in your car. Thomas.
No.
Frisk him for weapons, please.
Did you do it?
Please stay back, sir.
Sam, did you do it? Look at me. Did you do it?
Please. I need you to stay back, sir.
Did you do
Yeah, just face to face, bro. Just, did you do it, Isaiah? At his own son, like, Jesus.
Look at me. Did you do it?
Please. I need you to stay back, sir.
Did you do it, Isaiah? Look at me. All right, look at you. Yeah, you're my firstborn. Did you do it?
Ooh. If the father hasn't broken down yet, it wouldn't surprise me if he broke down right now, judging by how he's speaking to him. Like, you're my firstborn, answer me. Damn.
Yeah, you're my firstborn. Did you do it? There. One more time.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the same.
My lawyer. All right, just go ahead and get in here. Have him take a seat.
I'm glad he's locked up right now, bro.
Here's the deal. That's family. Okay. One of the family members on deceased, right? Yeah. So they came down here to confront him because they think he did it. Yeah. The only reason he's in custody right now, we don't.
I thought he was like the suspect.
No, we don't have PC or reasonable. Right now he's in there because they think he did it. We need to keep them separated. Okay?
Okay.
Got it? Cool.
For the second time today, Isaiah is accused of a crime. Only now it's something far more serious, and the accusations are coming from his own family. They stand by, watching as he's taken into custody, convinced the case is now solved. But what officers are about to uncover would complicate everything, revealing that no one in this family can truly be trusted. Police continue speaking with the rest of the family, but by now Richard's daughters are too shaken to talk. So investigators turn to his son-in-law, Greg, one of the first to discover the body, and they're about to learn that he has vital information that would begin to piece together this meticulous murder.
So let's start from the beginning. How do you know the guy who works on the shop out here?
Richard is my father-in-law that I married one of his daughters last year.
Okay, so he is your current father-in-law.
He is my father-in-law, and we live across the street.
Okay, so you're pretty close with him.
I was very close to him.
Okay, what do you think happened?
I think that there may have been some type of transaction at Richard's house with Isaiah. I don't know exactly the full details of what's going on with him, but I know he's been having issues, paranoia issues and things of that nature.
What do you mean by transaction? Like an altercation?
Yeah, what I think is Richard's, he's old school. He's not into the whack of tobacco or the marijuana. And I think maybe he confronted him.
Somebody said something about the tarp that you saw.
Yeah, we had a tarp at the house. And I'm not saying that's the actual tarp, but I know that it was a brown and gray tarp.
That you had at your house?
That we had at our house, and it was sitting right there in the, really by my truck, where the barbecue is and stuff, and I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it blew away, I don't know, but it was missing.
And sure enough, when the family began digging, they discovered Richard's body had been fully wrapped in a brown and gray tarp. With that tarp belonging to Greg, it now raises two possibilities. Either he just incriminated himself, or whoever did this used it specifically to frame him. And Greg has his own theory about who may have set him up.
It can't be Greg. It just can't be. He's been like way too cooperative and way too chill, I guess. I mean, just look at him. I don't know.
Isaiah's been acting pretty strange lately.
You've met Isaiah?
Yes.
Has he ever been to your house?
Yes.
Okay.
And the last time he was there, he was super paranoid about everything.
Does he drive Richard's truck very often?
Everybody drives Richard's trucks often, to be honest with you.
Okay.
People drive him all the time, but I do know that Isaiah was pulled over today, I want to believe.
Yeah.
In Moses.
You had mentioned seeing tire tracks, is that correct?
Correct. Going into the grass.
Going into the grass?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about these tire tracks.
I seen it appeared either somebody was backing in or somebody had turned to the right, I believe.
Okay.
And I seen the tire mark going into the grass, and I seen, that's when I seen it, and then I noticed the hose and everything, like I told you.
Is it common here on the property for vehicles to go into the grass?
Negative. He never goes on that grass.
According to Greg, Richard's truck was shared and often driven by multiple members of the family, which immediately complicates things, as the tire tracks officers identified at the crime scene no longer point to a single suspect. But just as leads begin to run dry, officers would learn that the search warrant for Richard's home has finally been approved. So detectives quickly wrap up their interview with Greg and head straight.
Hey, that was pretty fast. They got that shit approved same night, it seems.
So detectives quickly wrap up their interview with Greg and head straight back to the house. The moment they step inside the home, the detectives notice a strong scent of bleach in the air. All surfaces have been wiped down, and inside there are clear signs of a cleanup job. Detectives know they're dealing with a methodical killer, possibly more than one, but even then, they would overlook something critical. When detectives inspect the house more closely, they notice spots of blood on the back door handle that had been missed. Their first real piece of evidence tying Richard's house to his murder. And then they stumble upon something even more significant. A knife hidden in the living room, still in its sheath, marked with visible red stains. Whoever tried to erase what happened here didn't manage to get rid of everything. With the scene processed, all evidence sent for forensic analysis, and the family dispersed, the focus now shifts to the man back at the station. Since his arrest, Isaiah has refused to cooperate, but now as officers return to confiscate—
From the beginning of the video, this guy just looks like he does not give a fuck. I mean, he's sleeping like a baby. He's sleeping like a little fucking baby.
Since his arrest, Isaiah has refused to cooperate. But now, as officers return to confiscate his clothing, they're about to discover the most crucial piece of evidence may have been right in front of them all day.
Okay, Mr. Collins, can you take off your shoes? And then take off your sweatshirt.
Bro is too chill.
Bruh, it's hell cold.
Okay, I'll try to get you another blanket. You got 2 blankets?
Oh, this poor little baby, he cold. We don't give a shit. Take that shit off. Bro thinks he deserves comfort.
Oh,
When officers hold up Isaiah's shoes, they notice they're covered in dirt and possibly dried blood. It's the first and only detail that could place him anywhere near the crime scene, but it's far from definitive. With the day coming to an end, investigators finish processing their findings and prepare for tomorrow, hoping they'll finally be able to answer what really happened to Richard. As for Isaiah, by continuing to refuse to speak, he has effectively handed his fate over to his family, who have already begun forming theories and accusations, with even the closest relatives ready to completely turn on each other. The next morning, after nearly 12 hours of detectives digging through the family's past, troubling rumors begin to surface alleging Isaiah might have been involved in an old cold homicide case that remains unsolved to this day. Detectives also hear whispers that Isaiah's own parents may have helped cover it up, and may have even known what happened to Richard long before anyone else.
Interesting. So that would explain why Dr. Insanity said even the family can't be trusted because of what was about to be found out. So it's like he has a history, Isaiah, Isaiah of doing this before. The rumor says that Isaiah may have either killed somebody, or who knows, maybe he just assaulted somebody, and then the parents helped cover it up, like helped him get away.
Cover it up, and may have even known what happened to Richard long before anyone else. These are serious allegations that detectives will need to explore carefully, but right now, their immediate priority is uncovering what truly happened to Richard and who's responsible. To do that, they begin calling family members into the station for formal interviews. The first to arrive is Isaiah's father, Anthony. Among many other details, detectives need to address one critical question. Why was he so quick to suspect his own son? Was it simply a gut feeling, or did he know something no one else did?
Well, I think it was a week ago, right? When it was the week before this incident happened. And Kim is like, you guys need to come down here. And Isaiah's acting crazy. We go down there and we walk in the house. And as soon as we get in the house, he's like, he has this big bag of weed that you can tell that he got from like the dispenser or whatnot. It's big. On my eyes, it was about this big. Yeah. What the f are you doing here? Like, this is what you kicked me out the house for, right? I was like, yeah. He says, what the f are you doing here? This has nothing to do with you. And I was like, listen here, man. Your aunt was scared because you're wilding out up in here. So then I'm looking at him, and he was like, say I'm lying, say I am. He's got a butcher knife like this, and he just likes it, but he's like crying, say I am. And say, if he had got me, it would have been all of us, So I just said, I'll leave. Where did I mess up, as a father? Did I do something wrong? Like, what did I do? Because this is not you. And he was just like, you're the best dad ever, man. I couldn't ask for a dad, man, better than you, man. It's kind of like, you did everything right. You're a great dad, man. And then Kim's like busts out crying, and then he's just like, get the out of here, motherfucker, I'll kill you.
Naturally, this account from Anthony catches detectives off guard as they...
So Isaiah is really impulsive. That right there that the dad was explaining is heartbreaking. Just to be asking that question, like, did I do something wrong? Did I mess up somewhere as a parent? To be asking that, it's just like, oh my gosh. Like, you are in a situation that is beyond irreparable if you are asking questions like that now.
Naturally, this account from Anthony catches detectives off guard as they realize the incident may have foreshadowed everything. So they pause the interview and look into it, confirming that it did in fact occur. 1 week earlier, police were called to Isaiah's aunt Kim's house after reports that he was experiencing a manic episode. And as detectives review the body cam footage of that incident, it quickly becomes clear why the entire family believes he did it.
Please don't shoot, just tase the f out of him.
He's got the knife with him?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's my husband.
He's got a knife?
Okay, what's his issue? Like, is he...
The fucking cop. What's bro's issue? God damn.
What's his issue? Like, is he... Do you guys want to just stay out here? I know he's your son, but we just don't know what the situation is, right? Isaiah, do you have a knife on you? Do you want to go down to the ground just to verify, man? Hey, Isaiah, we're going to put you in cuffs, but it's just for our safety, okay? You're not under arrest. We just want to make sure you're okay, okay? You want to go down to your knees, man? Put your hands behind your back, man. Can you put your hands behind your back? Again, you're not under arrest, okay? Just doing this for your safety.
This is recording?
Yeah, you're being recorded on a camera right here. So,
is it supposed to be red when it's recording?
Yeah. See how it's blinking red?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to walk over here to our car, man? We're gonna have to figure out what's going on and then kind of just go from there. Okay?
What a weird question. This whole behavior is weird. What the fuck?
You want to walk over here to our car, man? We're gonna have to figure out what's going on and then kind of just go from there. Okay?
When officers detain Isaiah, they find him in tears, struggling to hold himself together. And as they pull him away from his family, he's about to tell officers something unexpected about himself.
What's going on today?
I'm just going through a lot of shit right now, so.
Okay. Do you have any plans to hurt yourself or anything like that?
Nah, not. I mean, I guess everybody do, but I mean.
Do you have any plans to hurt yourself today?
Nah, not today.
Okay.
But this past week.
Just having a rough time.
Yeah. But it's all good, bro. I'm bounce back, bro. I'm gonna shake that.
You're not bouncing back, bro. This freak out that we're witnessing right now, it's not that he's going through a lot right now. He knows the walls are closing in. He knows that justice is about to get served. He knows that his life is over. I think that's what we're witnessing right now.
Yeah, but it's all good, bro. I'm gonna shake back again.
Yeah.
And again. And again.
Do you want to go to the hospital or anything
and again.
like that?
And again.
He keeps saying that like he's trying to like pep talk himself, like I'm gonna keep coming back again and again, and then like just watch, he's gonna get a life sentence and he's not coming back, bro.
Nah, bro, it's good. Like, I'm good.
So what was the deal with the knife?
I got a swisher in there. It's a blunt, basically. And I use a knife and I split it to take out the tobacco to put my weed in.
Okay.
At first.
Okay.
Then me and my aunt started arguing, and the knife was on the table, so.
And you just had it already?
It was already there. And we started arguing. I wanted to leave, but it's not that big of a deal. I was a good person, bro.
No one said you're not a good person. I've never met you.
He's already self-snitching on himself. That's what the brain does. When the brain knows that you're guilty of something, you'll start prematurely apologizing for things or explaining yourself, even though nobody has accused you yet. Like right there, he was just like, I was a good person.
Clearly, there is sympathy in the officer's voice as he realizes the man in front of him has been dealt a very difficult hand in life. And although Isaiah downplays the incident, in hindsight, it would read very differently, because perhaps this was the last and only time something could have been done to prevent the tragic fate of Richard Andrews. After analyzing the incident and forming a clearer picture of Isaiah, detectives returned to finish their interview with Anthony. Through his account, it becomes clear he believes Isaiah's issues stem from two factors: prolonged marijuana use and repeated head trauma from his time as a wide receiver, a position notorious for heavy hits and brain damage. Anthony also goes on—
Wait, that's brutal. CTE? That has messed up a lot of athletes' lives. Like, I don't think y'all realize how serious CTE is. Like, from repeated damage to your skull when you play football, literally changes the person that you once knew. It's tragic.
Anthony also goes on to clarify crucial details about his son's mental state, making it evident that his initial suspicions of Isaiah were rooted in his son's increasingly unpredictable and volatile behavior. So with Anthony's perspective now on the record, the interview comes to an end and detectives move on to Richard's daughter, Kim, the person who found the body. Kim goes on to explain why she immediately suspected her nephew Isaiah, pointing to his history of violent psychotic episodes, including pulling guns and knives on family members, as well as his white vans covered in dirt, something she says is highly unusual for him. Notably, she ends the interview by saying she fears that if Isaiah is ever released, he will do it again. With the case against Isaiah growing stronger by the minute, detectives then shift their attention to two more family members, Richard's daughter Chrissy and her partner Floyd. Unlike everyone else, these two family members are about to become Isaiah's best and perhaps only chance of shifting how detectives view Isaiah's role in all of this.
It's hard to kind of start this off, but as far as it would have been your father, right?
Yes. So I find out that they find my dad buried in the back of his shop. I already knew. I told them, why are you letting that motherfucker stay at my dad's house? You know he's gonna kill him.
So I know you have questions for me, and then obviously I have questions for you, and I think they're both geared around the same.
When I got there, bro, it was weird. Weird. And I'm like, man, something's not right. So I left, and that's when I told her and explained it to her. I even knew something was wrong before he had this episode. I said, something's not right with this kid. Hey, you guys might want to be careful. Sure, as soon as we leave, all hell's break loose.
Explain to me now the background, how you knew something weird was going on with Isaiah.
Because prior to this, he was staying with us. And I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he starts a conversation with my son. He pulled out a pistol from his drawers. Isaiah,
okay.
Sets it down. I got back hold of my sister Cassie, and I said, you know that boy is sick. He's beyond therapy. He needs help. Like, he needs to be medicated.
The thing, like I said, the only thing that just bothers me the most, that kid does not clean at all. He won't even make an attempt. He'll drop something on the floor and just walk away from it and leave it there.
Is he specifying this like, oh, he doesn't clean, right? Is the thing he's getting at like he was helped? Maybe the parents or the family helped him because they noticed that the environment around where it was buried was clean. No, or like his materials that he used to kill, those were attempted to be cleaned. So like that could have been somebody else because it's not in Isaiah's nature to clean.
You can ask, hey, where's Richard? Because I'll say hi to him. But for some reason, it's just the atmosphere was just, I'm like, all right, something's wrong. So I got on the phone with her and I'm like, he's wigging hard. And I said, your sister's tripping. I said, your sister acting like she's scared to death. Well, she knows he goes to his episode. Of course she's scared. I'm like, okay. After we found out what really happened, is that she knew what he did.
At this point, detectives begin to realize Chrissy and Floyd aren't just angry at Isaiah, they also hold his mother accountable. And the couple's suspicions align with detectives who still can't explain why Cassie asks them to arrest Isaiah before the body was even discovered. So with all of this in mind, detectives would ask them both point blank who they believe is truly responsible for Richard's death.
So I'm on the same page as you. You guys believe
The whole family.
Isaiah's mom
The whole family.
knew that
The whole family.
that
She had knowledge of it.
Richard was
She had to have knowledge of it. I mean, that kid wouldn't have cleaned. That kid wouldn't have done none of that because he ran over to the neighbor's house and tried to take their car. Did you guys get that information?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So he's sporadic. He's not cleaning. He's running off. He's trying to get off. He's trying to run off. He's trying to do whatever he can do to get out of the situation. He's not thinking about cleaning. He's not thinking about picking this guy up and putting him in the back of the truck and burying him. And then go down to the valley, go get a tarp, and go back up there in her dad's truck, and they see it, and go back up to the house and wrap him in the tarp and then come back down to the valley, which is across the street from their sister's house, and bury him.
Oh my god. So it's not just cleaning the materials. The family might have literally helped with burying and disposing of the body. Remember, the head was wrapped and the body was wrapped in a tarp super neatly. Isaiah doesn't have that in his nature. So maybe the mom helped to like just clean up the body and wrap it up all neatly and bury it.
When you said that you believe that she knew, do you believe that she helped cover the body and cleaned up?
I can't go that far. I can't go that far because she doesn't have that mentality.
At the end of this conversation, if she's not arrested by then, I don't know what to tell you guys, but she didn't sort it up like, per se, like, oh, Isaiah's gonna do this, and she manipulated the situation to her advantage. She knew what her son was capable of. She knew how to get him to that point of manic and psychosis.
To detectives, accusations like these don't come lightly, especially between sisters. Additionally, Floyd's description of Isaiah aligns with what detectives already believe, that he's impulsive, messy, and incapable of thinking ahead. And with the next interview set to be Cassie herself, detectives understand just how much weight this conversation carries, not only for Isaiah's future, but for Cassie's as well. There's a lot they still need to figure out: her unusual behavior outside the sergeant's car, her possible involvement in Richard's murder, and even lingering questions about a potential past homicide. But they know these answers won't come easily. They'll have to approach this carefully, waiting for the right moment to press her. And as her interview unfolds, watch closely for the moment Cassie begins to fear she's the one being implicated.
There's no easy way to start this conversation.
Go for it.
Okay, sorry.
I'll work through it.
Okay. So, how has Isaiah's mental health been in the last few years? It sounds like he's been suffering.
The last year for sure.
Last year?
As far as like his mental health, is it something that he's diagnosed with, or just something you guys started noticing?
We started noticing, I'm trying to remember everything. It was before October of 2023.
So back for around,
yeah. I believe that's when he started smoking, and he didn't want to work. He didn't want to do that type of stuff. And we kind of were like, well, he's going through it. You know, he's done playing football, and that's something he's done since he's 5 years old. You know,
big like life change.
Oh yeah, no school, no schedule, no workout.
Clearly, Cassie appears emotional, possibly even carrying a sense of guilt as she speaks about her son. Beyond that, nothing about her behavior stands out to detectives as suspicious. But as the interview continues, she begins recounting the same incident at Chrissy's house, where some noticeable differences between her story and the rest of the family starts to emerge.
I knocked on the back door. She doesn't keep her back. She uses it for her front door, but it just... And I walked in, and my son's sitting... There's a little kitchenette table there. There's marijuana all over, a big bag, some paraphernalia. But he's sitting there with a knife. And I walk in, I was like, hey son, what's going on? What are you doing here? I said, well, what's going on with you? Is everything okay? And he didn't see my husband. His dad came in behind me, and he's seen his dad, and instantly he's pissed. What the are you doing here? But he hadn't gotten up yet. Like, he was still sitting.
Where's the knife in perspective? Like,
and he's sitting and he has it in his hand. He's not...
Is he like you're doing right now? So he's just sitting back in the chair?
Yeah, he has it, and he's like, what are you doing here? And we're still kind of standing at the door, and when he seen my husband, he got even more pissed. Who effing called you? What are you doing here? My husband looked at me, and he stood in between us, and he said, get out of here, and go call the sheriff now.
While retelling the story, Cassie appears far less disturbed by the incident, despite it involving her own son. She also seems reluctant to discuss the part where he threatened her husband's life. So after a few hours of letting Cassie speak freely, allowing her to settle into the role of the victim, detectives would finally begin to push back, starting with one detail that would clearly catch her off guard.
And I don't mean this question in anything, but obviously, like, at this point, I can only see certain things. Did you guys explain all of that about him pulling the knife on Anthony to the deputies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And dispatch, too. She said, don't go back in there. But I get why they're angry with me, too. You know, that's my son. And they don't think I did anything to try and help him.
And I think most of it is emotions are going to be high right now. And
They'll never talk to me again. I already know that. And they've made other threats. They've also said other things too. And I don't know if you want to talk about those right now, but
I think Detective Hunt is following up on that part, but the weird, vague comments about this is potentially not the first time Isaiah has done something.
Yeah. And I didn't hear any of it. I was in the house, but they were really going on. Like, he's done this before, and
like killed someone.
That was the implication. But she also said that my husband and I helped cover it up, and that they know the name. Tragedies like this happen, and people don't find their loved ones. At least we found my dad.
Clearly, Cassie is distraught, not only at the prospect of being ostracized by her family, but also at the possibility of being suspected by detectives as Isaiah's accomplice. But there's still one more question detectives need answered, after which they'll have made up their minds about Cassie.
When you went to Sergeant Rodriguez and he made the comment that it's him, you need to get him in cuffs, you need to get my son in cuffs. Why for you in that moment did you knew it was Isaiah? Where was your mindset at? I know I'm asking you to explain like a gut instinct.
I was just the things he kept saying, like, you guys, why are you pressing me? He's like, he's gone all the time, weeks at a time. I said, how long has it been since you've seen him? And he's like, a day and a half.
So you've got kind of every other family member that's here that's worried and everything like that, and his response didn't seem to match your guys's.
Right. You just know, you feel it. It's just like, then I'm like, he has to get handcuffed. He has to go to jail, you know?
So that's the issue. Oh, because during the call, he was like, oh, what? No. The car is both him and his grandpa's. I think the grandpa probably let him borrow it or something. But then you see that they're all digging up the head of the grandpa before the officers even got there. So she knew, yet she was low-key playing dumb at the beginning of the video. Like, oh, the grandpa probably lent him his truck or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's not adding up.
I'm his mom, you know? And I'm not in denial. And
I do think personally you did the right thing. I think you handled everything as best as anyone could, as best a parent could. And I don't think that me saying that's going to bring you any comfort, but I do believe it.
Despite her unusual behavior, the detective appears to take Cassie at her word, believing she may be genuinely innocent. Her family, however, remains unconvinced. After wrapping up this and several other family interviews, investigators find themselves between a rock and a hard place. So far, there's no concrete evidence that Chrissy or anyone else was involved. In fact, at this stage, there's barely enough to definitively prove Isaiah's involvement. So Isaiah remains in jail, hoping that with the right lawyer and no further discoveries at the house, he might still be able to walk away scot-free.
Hell no.
1 week passes before the case finally sees an update.
That's not gonna happen. They gonna get his ass, watch.
1 week passes before the case finally sees an update, but it's not the one investigators were hoping for. The autopsy results have just come in. According to the coroner, Richard died at his home from a severe knife wound to the neck that resulted in significant blood loss. He also showed signs of blunt force trauma to the head, along with bruising around both eyes. His body was then dragged out and later buried in a shallow, tarp-wrapped grave at his own shop. But even with these horrific findings, it says little about who was responsible for Richard's death, other than suggesting it was someone deeply disturbed. And with every passing day...
Yep, and I'm 1000% willing at this point to say that the burial, this wasn't Isaiah. Isaiah definitely killed him, but I think this type of pretty neat burial, this was either the mom or the dad or both of them.
But even with these horrific findings, it says little about who was responsible for Richard's death, other than suggesting it was someone deeply disturbed. And with every passing day, both detectives and the family begin to fear that the person or people responsible may never face justice. More than 2 months pass, and the case begins to stall. But then, investigators catch a break. They receive a major update from the jail where Isaiah is being held. So detectives rush over and meet with one of Isaiah's fellow inmates who has some very interesting information to share.
We're both detectives with Most Lake PD. First off, we're not here for your case. You're not in trouble or anything like that. This is about a different case that we wanted to talk to you about. With Isaiah Thomas, how does he act in there?
Crazy. He's kind of like out of his mind. Yeah.
What kind of stuff does he do?
He bangs on the door, and then he starts screaming blood, blood, blood all night, and he doesn't let us sleep at all.
Okay. So all night he's keeping people up.
Yeah, he is.
Does he piss people off there?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. What have you heard as far as like his case?
Well, that he killed his grandpa.
Yeah.
That he let his throat open.
Okay.
And that before he killed him, that he asked him if he believed in God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was just like in the cell yapping about how he killed the grandpa and slit his neck and everything.
That he did.
Okay.
And then he just did it.
Did he say why he killed the grandpa?
Yeah, he was his grandpa was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since he was a little kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
When he killed him, was grandpa trying to do something to him?
Nah.
Is this just he had anger towards him or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
Sure enough, what the inmate describes aligns with key details from the autopsy, particularly the fatal wound. But even then, investigators can't be certain. The inmate could be telling the truth, or saying whatever he thinks will benefit him in hopes of a reduced sentence. But that uncertainty would soon come to an end with an update from Isaiah himself. 2 weeks after speaking with the inmate in early February, Isaiah pleads guilty to second-degree murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Okay, so I assume things just got to him. I think it was eating him alive. Like, I think he was being affected by the guilt. I mean, you saw him breaking down on the body cam footage. You saw him starting to break down, saying like, oh, I've been going through a lot. I think it finally got to him, and he just pleaded guilty. Yeah.
On March 10th, he is sentenced to a maximum of 20 years in prison, along with mandatory mental health treatment and no contact orders involving several family members who cooperated with the investigation. As of now, no other family members have been charged, with law enforcement ultimately concluding this was a solo actor homicide, dismissing any allegations of parental involvement. And as for the alleged prior homicide, police have so far found no evidence linking Isaiah to any unsolved cases.
Dude, wait, I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about that ending. I really don't like that. I can assure you this, when that family found out that the judge ruled it as a solo homicide, the mom for sure had like a sense of relief. I think 1000%. She got away. Somebody else got away with helping that murderer. They helped. At least one person did. They got so lucky. I don't think that the grandfather got true justice. And by the way, rest in peace to him, by the way. What was his name again? It was Richard, right? Yeah. Everybody please like just say rest in peace to Richard. Shushi, did you hear what the inmates said? Oh, rewind.
Did he say why he killed the grandpa?
His grandpa was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since he was a little kid.
Okay, so that does add a pretty complex aspect to this. So obviously SA isn't good, but also, okay, there was no proof of that though. And like Isaiah does look, I'm sorry, I'm not saying to not believe victims or whatever like that, but I mean, look at how Isaiah was behaving the entire video. Maybe he was being completely truthful about the abuse. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stick with my guns here. I don't necessarily trust him. Isaiah, he just seemed too out of it. From the beginning of the video, he was on drugs, he was smoking weed and just behaving extremely irrational, and even the inmate himself described him as very unstable mentally, screaming blood. So I just don't know, and because I don't know, you can't believe him, unfortunately. But we do have evidence that he killed him. That's the only thing that's 100% certain. And then the other thing that I'm sure is like 99% certain, not 100 but 99% certain, is that one of the parents helped, because Isaiah was described as somebody who would never clean up after himself ever. So the fact that the body was that cleaned up, the weapons that Isaiah used were cleaned or like attempted to be clean, and they knew where the body was buried. They were digging it up themselves, the family. So yeah, rest in peace to Richard. Everybody please put that. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.